Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the Network 3000 channel, and I'm joined here with my co-host, Slicklink.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Welcome to the final panel. This is a panel where we talk about gaming news and anime every week. Every week on Saturdays, we'll talk about newest news about video games or anime. And today, we have a couple topics we want to talk about that's been recent in the news, such as the new Helldivers 2 update with the bug update in the Halo ODST collab. We got Battlefield 6 news, and we have Silksong. We also have. Oh, but go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying. I'm just agreeing.
We also have news about the prices of the PlayStation 5 going up.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and show our first topic. Let me see. Let's see if we get to it. Okay, so the first topic we're going to talk about is Helldivers 2. And as many of you know, Helldivers 2 was also released on Xbox August 26th. And in this article, Helldivers 2 was sold about 926,000 copies on Xbox, and it's almost close to 1 million. It's outpacing PlayStation's launch and possibly challenging the long-held views on Xbox gamers' buying habits. As many people have been saying, that's not only because of the Halo collab that they're doing with the ODST, that's also because of the new tournament update with the new bug hives and stuff like that. Recently, a new report began circling that potentially could bust a fanboy narrative that Xbox players don't buy games, which is kind of funny because Helldivers 2 is the first game from PlayStation Publishing LLC, formerly launched directly on Xbox Series X and S. On the same day, Microsoft reciprocated with Gears of War Reloaded, which, yes, Sony got Gears of War Reloaded. We got the Xbox got Helldivers. And it's bringing a big majority of people. And it's doing very well on Xbox. And it's actually selling faster on the Series X than it did on PlayStation. In about 3 days, it sold it's twice as many copies from about anywhere from 30 to 40 million. PlayStation, by comparison, is upward to 80 million or more PS5s in the wild. The PlayStation version had sold 633,000 copies 6 days after the launch. And Helldivers landed 926 copies on Xbox. Now, Caleb, we played a little bit of the new update and stuff like that. And I kind of want to talk about it.
Yeah.
So with the new update, they not only added in new mobs and stuff, they added in new bosses, new missions. They even added in new weapons and new warbond. Well, 2 of them. They did a Halo 3 collab, and they did a Dust Devils warbond. I've actually checked it out recently. They put in a new assault rifle that does incendiary damage.
Now, I haven't really done the whole new update with the Dragon Biles, but I have checked out the Halo one, and so far, and I think it's actually pretty cool that they collabed in with Halo.
Yeah, because they brought in the Halo weapons, the iconic Halo assault rifle, Halo SMG, and the shotgun and a pistol. They also have 2 armor sets. Both are from Halo. One of them, of course, is the ODST, Halo 3 ODST outfit, and the other one is the Halo Recon outfit.
Yep, absolutely. Which I think they also had the capes for it too.
Yeah, the capes are really cool too, and they even have some armor camo you can put on the weapons and stuff like that. I do know that the Halo weapons there was a glitch where if everyone spawned in with the Halo assault rifle, crashed the entire game. It was
Really?
kind of
That
funny.
was the bug?
Well, that was one of the bugs that was happening, is when everyone loaded in with the same exact Halo assault rifle, yeah, it would cause the game to crash.
That's wild. I
They
was wondering
fixed
why
that
my game was
since.
crashing.
Yeah, they've been fixing that, and recently they put out another patch actually to fix some performance issues that was going on with the new update that was causing crashes on the new missions and stuff like that, and crashes of other things. But they have since fixed that. I haven't had any issues, me personally, but seems like they've been doing more updates and fixing the stability a little bit.
Which that's absolutely good that they did that and all that. And
Yeah. So our next topic, what we're going to talk about, is going to be about the PlayStation 5 prices, and I know Caleb was going to want to talk about this one.
oh boy, like when I've already had to pay for Monster Hunter Wilds, that's $70 and yet there's going to be more games that are going to be the same price as $70. And like hell, when it comes, like especially with the memberships, like the way that they did for PlayStation Plus memberships is that if you want to check out all the rest of the other two games, or the old past games for that were like for PS3 and PS2, you are gonna have to pay a higher upgrade subscription just to play those. So if I wanted to play something like God of War 2, well, tough luck, tough shit. You're gonna have to pay your membership an upgrade and pay like $100 for that shit.
Yeah, you have to pay more, and it's really stupid.
Right.
I understand there are some benefits to that, but I'm not paying more for just to play online. But anyway,
Right.
So not only did Xbox increase their prices on their consoles, like their Series X is now $600. Sony has decided to increase the prices starting on August 21st, and I've been seeing this rolling around in my area a little bit. PlayStation base PS5 right now, which is basically the slim version, which is pretty much the new run-out version, is going to go from $500 to $550 on top of tax. And that doesn't include the games you got to get for it, which are $70. The PS5 Digital Edition, which was $400, came out without the disc drive, right? Which you can actually swap out the digital version with the disc drive now, but that's about $80. So that's $500. So, and then here's the other part. The PlayStation 5 Pro, which honestly, who the hell is buying a PS5 Pro?
Right.
Like, for the same amount of money, you can buy a pre-built PC that's just as powerful, even more than a PS5 Pro, is now $750 on top of tax. And it doesn't come with disc drive either. That's another $80. By the time you buy a PS5 Pro and you buy some games with it, and you buy the stupid stand that doesn't come with it, and a disc drive, and blah, 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 you're spending over $1,000. At this point, just buy a PC.
Yes.
I don't understand. I thought that when consoles get older, their manufacturing gets easier and more affordable for them to manufacture, so the consoles become cheaper. No, the older they get now, the more expensive they get, I guess. And, obviously, then Sony's like, well, this is because we need to navigate a challenging economic environment. It was a difficult decision to increase the recommended retail price. No, it wasn't. It was not difficult.
No.
You already want to charge $700 for a PS5 Pro, and now you want to charge $750. It's funny because it says the recommended retail prices for PS5 accessories remain unchanged, and we have no other price changes to announce for additional markets, which is funny because some of those PS5 controllers are already like $75 to $80 on its own.
Yep, and the joystick rubber stuff can easily come off if you're not careful with it. So it's like, man, I have to deal with that issue already. I'm still
it's like I actually have a limited edition Helldivers 2 controller for PlayStation 5, and it's like these thumbsticks, if they start drifting, man, I'm gonna be screwed because either I need to get them fixed or there's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to replace this controller.
Right.
But $750? Are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
$500.
I will say this. I know this is probably a bit off topic, but there, like I think it was like maybe Tuesday night or whatever. I don't remember, but like I almost lost one of my Raycon earbud pieces because it just slipped out of my ear as I was walking at night and shit, and I was so I was like so worried that I might have lost it somewhere, and I was gonna have to replace it with the fucking new one, which was like, I think at the time they had like a tour where it's like 20% off, and they basically like have it to where it's like $60. And I was like, hell no, I need to find this now. But luckily, I was actually able to find the other piece, and I was able to bring it back home safe. So it's like, that's already expensive as it is, but compared to like, compared to like the fucking because a lot of this shit is just expensive in general too. Like fucking how PlayStation prices have been, it's just ridiculous. Let alone Xbox. But yeah.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do a quick recap about the Battlefield 6 beta. Now, this game is launching on October 10th, and we got a month before it releases. So I wanted to give a quick recap and debrief on it real quick. What the devs said about the beta is that they were very, very happy with a lot of the numbers that appeared in, and they are going to be fixing some of the issues and feedback that they're going to be taking in, such as weapons. They're going to be doing adjustments to the weapons, and the shotguns in the beta, from what I heard, were laser weapons that could completely kill people one shot with no skills. So now they're going to require more pellets to secure a kill. They're investigating the time to kill in the game, the time to death experiences, and they'll share an update when the definitive changes are made in these areas. Movement is another one. They want to change the movement a little bit because I'm noticing people have been hopping and sliding around, which is not really good because it's not the kind of movement they want for Battlefield. And they're going to be doing some adjustments to the maps, as well as we observe players finding a way to reach to rooftops and ventures out of bounds. This gameplay is not intended for these maps, and the upcoming ladder for Assault class is also not designed to access these areas. We are actively working on adjustments to prevent the unintended access and ensure gameplay stays within the intended boundaries. And in terms of modes, they're going to be doing some adjustments to Rush. Rush is a mode with deep roots, originally known as Gold Rush and Bad Company, which, God, man, I still wish we had a Bad Company 3, man, but hey, I'm still excited for Battlefield 6, where matches typically range from 12v12 to 16v16. Many of you remember this as the golden era of Rush, which it was. Dude, Gold Rush was so fucking fun back then. It was hella fun. And it continues to inspire our approach today. We experimented with a larger player count over the years, such as 64 and even 128 player versions, which is crazy these days because I still remember 64 players being a lot. Now it's about 128 players. And for those who enjoy large-scale Rush, Portal will allow you to experiment with different player counts at launch. And the approach to player accounts. There was some confusion around the numbers of players in different games, so we wanted to take a moment to clarify our current direction for how these get determined. Rather than locking maps and modes to a fixed player account, our philosophy is to adapt the best fit intended experience. This may vary map by map or evolve over time with player feedback. For example, at launch, some breakthrough layouts will support 48 players, while others will have 64. It's one of the many factors that will adjust to create the right balance and feel for each scenario, which is pretty good. And they'll also have playlist options. They'll also, because they didn't open beta, week 2 playlist option, and they'll be playing with both open and closed weapons will continue in Battlefield 6. And right here at the bottom, with insights scattered between the open beta sessions, we'll be introducing in-game adjustments at coming Battlefield Lab events, so stay tuned for future opportunities. Another thing right here, we can see right here, most players in Battlefield beta, another thing they actually are doing right now, too, is on Battlefield 2042, they have a free battle pass where you can actually grind it up to receive free items you can get in Battlefield 6 once it launches in October. And so I might try to grind up for that tier list up a little bit, those battle pass tiers, and try to get some of those free items and stuff like that. There's a lot of callbacks to Bad Company, which I started with Bad Company 1. Bad Company 1 will always be my favorite.
If only they decided to use the free battle passes as free shit instead of like other games.
Oh, no, don't worry. This whole free battle pass thing, it's completely free. It is completely free to all players on Battlefield 2042.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, fucking, games like Fortnite and Call of Duty always.
Oh my god, right? Oh my god! And then you saw the one excuse, you be like, chat, this game needs a battle pass or it's not gonna survive. Chat, you see that? No, dude. No, not every game needs a freaking battle pass.
Right.
Anyway, let's move on to our next topic, which is Silksong. So, if you guys haven't heard, or pretty much everyone has heard, Silksong released and crashed almost every storefront, including Steam, Nintendo eShop, Xbox Store, and PlayStation. All because everybody wants this game, and so do I. The reason I haven't bought it yet, I'm waiting for a paycheck. I'm waiting for my next paycheck and I'll get it. This game is literally came out for $20. $20. Now, I have not played... Now, actually, no. I have played a little bit of the first Hollow Knight, though I couldn't really get into it that much. I got it on Game Pass at the time. But this was the long-awaited sequel. This game has sold more than 15 million copies. Like the original one, Hollow Knight in 2017 sold more than 15 million copies. This one is selling like absolutely crazy. It was so glitchy on Steam, apparently, that what I've heard is that Steam is so slow because so many people were trying to buy the game that it was encountering issues. So on Game Pass, it was encountering issues. It was encountering issues on the eShop. And Silksong was kind of your usual mileage may vary. Many people appear to be booting into Silksong just fine. Despite the struggles for some, the game reached 775,000 concurrent on Steam, which is actually what's funny is we can go ahead and look at the current player counts on Steam. Which, as we can see here, Silksong is at a whopping 424,046 players right now. Its all-time peak 12 hours ago was 587,150 players in a 24-hour streak, man. Look at that, dude. I actually am very excited to get this game, too, even though I wasn't too big into the first one. You know what? I might as well give Silksong a try. And it's only $20 on Steam, dude. Brand new game for $20, not $70, because I am so sick of $70 games.
Right.
There's only certain games like, okay, Monster Hunter Wilds, sure, it's Monster Hunter.
Not Doom Eternal, fucking Doom
Not
Dark Ages.
Doom the Dark Ages. Well, that's a little bit iffy on $70 for Doom the Dark Ages because like all you get is a single player experience. But man, $20 for Silksong, dude, I'm definitely getting that. Caleb's got to get that too.
I had it on my wish list. I know
Yeah,
that.
I have it on my wish list as well. And speaking of pricing, I gotta talk about this because this is also something that was brought up. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Nintendo Switch 2 edition, which is a older Kirby game, right? That was on the Switch 1. Nintendo is charging $80 for a last generation game. However, if you had Kirby and the Forgotten Land for Switch 1, you can upgrade for an extra $20. But if you never had the original Kirby and the Forgotten Land game, they're charging $80 for a last generation Kirby game.
I could just buy it on the normal Switch.
Dude, for 4 Silk Songs, I can buy that game.
Right.
What the fuck, dude?
And
this is just ridiculous, dude. Gaming is expensive, dude. Gaming's getting really expensive. And Silksong shows that you can make a quality game for $20. It's not that hard. Really isn't.
It just shows that all they care about is business and money.
Right. But anyway, for closing thoughts about our recent topics, okay, to recap, we talked about Helldivers 2 in its update on Xbox. We talked about Battlefield 6. We talked about Silksong. We talked about Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Wanted to add that in. And we also talked about the PlayStation 5 prices going up as of this week. On our next episode, we'll definitely also include some more anime stuff as well, but we need to get some gaming news in there too, because there was a lot of stuff going on this week, and it's been crazy.
Absolutely.
But thank you guys for coming to the final panel. We'll be doing this show every Saturday. Thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, Mason.
Right?